All right, what is up? We are back, Edge Ice Arena, OTT Sports Network, back on the air with you. Harry Haviland mic'd up on this lovely Sunday morning. And we, after a day off, I don't even know what day it is. It feels so weird to play on Thursday and Friday, take Saturday off, and then come back with a semifinal Sunday morning. Your Warriors taking on the Casper Oilers. Haven't seen this team yet, but they've been working their way through this tournament, making it to this point to take on the Warriors. And the Warriors are going to have to do some work here if they want to see the championship game this afternoon. It is a do-or-die situation. We lose, we're done. We win, we're going to play again this afternoon. We're not going to talk about this afternoon's game because the Casper Oilers and your Arapahoe Warriors are set to take on each other right now. No backup goalie, DJ Kane out with an ailment. Simon Prokop's going to be tending the pipes here today for your Warriors. I don't believe there's anybody else on the IR or on world tours or space missions today. We'll see once we get out there, but looks like everybody is here and ready to go. They seem pretty pumped up as they came out onto the ice. Let's hope they can carry that momentum. That's more stick taps than I've ever seen. Maybe that's a good thing. Oh, now they open the bar. As soon as I go on the air, they lock the. My wife might have had something to do with the opening time of that. Now I know 11:30 is the cutoff point or startup point. Or I just wanted to get myself a cup of coffee and a maraschino cherry or something. Kyler Neese, Kai Haviland, Justin DeVos, Harper Van Winkle, and Graham McGowan getting the start out here for the Warriors. A little bit of a different line combination here, but we got a full bench. Three refs on the ice too. Looks like this one ref's getting a little bit of a mentorship on the far side in front of the bench. Into Neese, drop back for Haviland, coming through the high slot. He trips over the player's stick, goes down. Oilers try and get it outside. Haviland from Neese, back pass to Neese, comes in, takes a shot in, a weak one, another one underneath by Haviland. That was in the net. They blow the whistle because the puck was going towards the net. Oh well. Let's just go get it again. Let's go get it again. Neese to the face-off draw. Won that one over to DeVos. Just underneath him, and the Oilers get it just outside the zone as Neese comes flying across to break up the play. Haviland knocking that one at center. The Oilers come in. That's offside. Whistled down as he continues to stick handle his way in through. Had some chippy games yesterday, I heard too. All five players from each team in the box at the end with the Wyoming team taking on Littleton. Bunch of ties and some surprising wins yesterday, putting these two teams against each other here today with a chance to go on to the final. Devin Foster now out there with Popovic and Medeo. Battling in the corner, out to the point, the Oilers backhanded in. Foster leaving that one there for Grimberg. Out to the point. Popovic can't stick it through. Right down below us here, they're all battling. Bunch of players from each team. Up off the boards high, not clear. Shot in off the backboards behind Prokop's net. Centering pass stolen away by Foster. Gets it up and out. Medeo coming through, has Popovic with him. Medeo centering pass to Popovic, who was turned the wrong direction to pick that one up. He goes into the corner hard for it. Foster up hard out to the boards, back out to Grimberg. Trying to get that one across to his D partner, doesn't make it all the way to Captain. Now Grimberg's got to come back into his end to pick it up. Icing is going to be whistled down as he comes to look for it. 12:32 left to go here. First period action at Edge, OTT Sports Network on the air with you here. Semi-final action of the Foothills Fright Fest tournament. Blanchard, Kalergis, and Pollen Kolczewski and Foster on the point. One jumps over Nick Foster's stick, and Kolczewski's back. Fakes him out one way, goes the other, up off the boards to Paulin, who tips it just ahead of Kalergis. Back out to center, over Paulin's stick. Kolczewski in a fight for it. Spinning it back to the Oilers. Bodies colliding there at center ice. Knocked in off of Paulin's body. He steals that one away. Gives it to Blanchard, who's fighting on the boards. Paulin comes in with a hit. Kalergis now with another one. Elbows and fists getting up against the glass. Kolczewski not letting the player go by him. Paulin with another attempt. That one bounces up over Kolczewski's stick high. Nick Foster puts it hard back up the boards. Paulin's got to go back in for it. Keaton goes down, but tips that over to Nick Foster first. Foster getting hooked up, but still gets it clear. Ooh. Not clear, but that one does. Blanchard at center, working his way in. Kalergis with him. Blanchard with the fancy stick handle. Short angle shot off the pad. Saved by the goaltender. Casper working their way back out through center ice. Coming across the red line, gaining the offensive zone. Blanchard on the back check, knocking the stick down. Forcing him over to McGowan. They get a shot off, ring one off the crossbar. And out. Trip there as Kalergis goes down again. Absolutely no call. DeVos coming in. DeVos looks up in! Puts that one up in the top corner where it belongs. Justin DeVos making this a 1-0 hockey game with some lightning fast speed and perfection in his shooting. 1-0 Warriors, 11:02 left to play here in the first period. DeVos joined by Neese and Haviland now back at center ice for the drop. Neese winning it forward, stripped away, and then tapped in front of the Oilers bench. Haviland fighting to keep it in, onto the stick of Neese. Stick handles it, Haviland back over to DeVos. Another shot, looking 5-hole, goalie closes his pads, keeping that one out. Neese can't strip it away, out to the blue line by Casper. McGowan forcing him to shoot that one in and wave off icing, and Van Winkle's in his own end to look for it. Out to DeVos. Ooh, through the skates and all the way down. Icing, of course, waved off on that one as it was deflected by the Wyoming player. DeVos, Neese. Neese dropping that one, picked up by the Oilers. They get it out, but then handled by the Warriors D. Quickly turned back around. DeVos and Neese coming across. Haviland's up ahead of them. Skirting that one across the blue line, picked up by the changing Casper player. Being hassled by DeVos on the back check, pushing him hard into the corner. Grimberg taking a turn at it. DeVos going down. That one's off a stick out to the blue line. Can't get it clear. They shoot it, and Prokop closes the trapper on the puck. Good to see back and forth, but also good to see the Warriors getting that early lead here. 9:54 left to go. They're only up by 1, and we don't want to stop now. New cameraman, it's only his second day on the job. We got that score up there for you now. Fans across the globe, quit going crazy. We're here for you. Foster up to Popovic. Can't skate through the defender. Now forced back on D, 3-on-2 in the opposite direction. Grimberg pushing his man wide. They take the shot, it goes behind the net. Medeo on the far end, gets bumped in off the puck. In the slot with an open shot, steered aside by Prokop. Foster tipping it. High stick behind the net, waved off by the ref. Past Medeo, out to the blue line, but not out. Weak one flipped in, looking to bounce one towards the net. It ends up in the corner with Popovic there to collect it. Up to Foster. Ahead to Medeo, and he tips it too far ahead of him. Back over to Captain. Captain chasing this one in deep. Out to the blue line and clear. Medeo coming back in, stays on side. Knocked off his stick. Medeo pushes again. Still working all alone here against a bunch of the players in red. Out to center. Kolczewski leaving that one back for Captain. He sees an opening. Brandon Captain coming across. Taking this one wide. Captain in front looking and can't get it through. Captain at the blue line by Kalergis. Stick handle. And out to the point again. This time it's going to come out as a D change up. Working their way in 2-on-2. As they come across offside. 1-0 Warriors, 8:22 left to go here. First period action. Harry Haviland thanking you for joining us wherever you may be on this fine Sunday. You better not be watching football because this is a hockey day. That one back. Kolcheski racing after it at his own end. In front, loose puck all over the place, and Paulin gets it out. Casper still has it though. Foster going into the corner. To Blanchard. Can't get it all the way out, held the blue line. Blanchard gets it now, he's going after it, tips it away. Blanchard up in front of the Casper blue line, or bench. Forgot to take the puck with them. Claire just gets away with what could have been an interference there. And the Oilers come back in. Warriors doing a good job on defense here, keeping the pucks away from the net. Kalergis sending it rink wide to Blanchard, who's coming up with some speed. Gets it taken away as he was looking for Paulin up ahead of him. Paulin now off his skates, flipping it up off the glass and into the blue line. Turned around quickly and back outside the zone. Kalergis finds it on his backhand, muscling his way in deep into the offensive zone, puts it into the corner. Paulin going after it. Out to the blue line. Foster stepping in. Right back into the corner for Paulin. Out to the wing and dumped down. Oh, just jumping up over a bench and missing a too many men call. They do the same thing on the other side, so we'll call it even. But Oilers now controlling inside the Warriors zone. They get a shot off right into the belly of Prokop. He closes up on that one, and we stay at a 1-0 game here. Looking to get back outside. What a nice week this has been. 75 degrees still here in Denver. Day off yesterday, sat outside, put up some Halloween decorations. You know, all the fun stuff that you should have been done last week. We don't have time to do because we're at a hockey rink. They're gonna ice this one down and bring it for another defensive zone draw for your Warriors. I didn't know what to do with myself yesterday, having a full Saturday off. Still ended up at a hockey rink watching a bunch of hockey and cheering for the refs with Kai actually reffing yesterday. Feels weird when you're up there cheering for the refs. You're like applauding offsides and icings that are whistled down properly. Nice bounces out to the blue line, kept in by the defense of Casper Oilers. Van Winkle to the point, gets that one out. Nice can't lift a stick. DeVos can't push it through. Van Winkle gets that one taken away. Now he's got to hustle back. They come in and send that one into another time zone, wide of the net. Trying to get it out. Oilers doing a good job keeping it in at the blue line. Now skating in front of the net. Oh, another post they hit wide open in front. Warriors getting away with one there as they get it right back out to the point and shoot it in again. Blocker down by Prokop. DeVos has Nice ahead of him, can't get it all the way through. They dump that back in offside. And there's a whistle and a face-off. Posting out. Posted out, yes. A lucky break for the Warriors. Another one. I'd rather see the shots going towards the other goaltender. Capchain trying to make that happen as he passes up to Medeo, sending it in deep for Foster to chase down. Foster can't get around. Medeo joins the skirmish behind the net, trying to find that puck. Medeo keeps it. Back out to the point to Grimberg. Shot coming in, deflection in front. Foster can't find the rebound. Puck still under the goalie. And then kicked out to the side. Medeo shoots one from the top of the circle, sending that one wide. Bobovic not letting it get out of the zone, stick handling his way through. Around another Casper player, sending it to the slot. Nobody home as Foster was working his way towards position. Captain collects it at the red line, feeds it back to his deep partner in Grimberg, goes through his skates, and Grimace has got to go back to get it. Up off the boards and clear the zone. Casper resetting. At center, stolen away by Medeo and Foster. Here they come across the blue line too on... Oh, and Foster expected him to be up there. If he was there, he would have been offside. But they get another opportunity and nobody in front of the net. Back for it, Medeo at the blue line. Can't keep it in. Captain taps at it. The Oilers in the zone, bringing that one around the boards, and now they're chasing it down. Not out of the zone as Grimace is still in there fighting with it. To Blanchard now gets pushed and can't get it clear. Popovic gets it clear to Blanchard. He spins to the blue line. He's got nobody with him. Brady Blanchard's got to skate in here, 1-on-5. He gets a shot on net and forcing the stoppage in play with the goalie covering up. 9:56 left, 4:56 left to go if I look at the right clock. I was gonna say 9:56, that's the longest 4 minutes I've ever been a part of. Blanchard, Kalergis and Paulin, Kolchevsky and Foster. Paulin out to Foster, putting it in right onto the awaiting tape of the defense. Foster flips it up to Kalergis, controls it inside the zone. Backhand attempt over to Blanchard is intercepted. Foster skating into the blue line, keeping it in. Paulin spinning, picked up, intercepted by Blanchard, gets that shot off, up over the goalie's glove. Oh, and then right in front. Kolchevsky stepping in. Joey with the shot deflected off the goaltender, up off the mesh and out. Wow. Goalie didn't see that when it just bounced off his glove and over the net though. This one stays in the zone as the goaltender was the last to touch it before it hit the mesh. And Blanchard leans down into the faceoff draw for it. Out to the point, keeping it. Trying to keep it in with Kolchevsky. He was leaning the wrong direction. Now he's chasing back into his zone. Smacking the stick down, getting the puck away. Joey Kolchevsky with a great defensive effort. Kolchevsky still in behind the net with it. Fighting against a couple players. Foster helping him out. It's under the glove of Prokop as he sees danger lurking. Covers it up, and now he's going to have a face-off over his shoulder. 4:04 left to go. 1-0 game for the Warriors. Another one in this period would be kind of handy to have in your back pocket. Won by Casper, saved by Prokop, out by Van Winkle, and all the way down for an icing call. They're going to get fresh legs out there, changing up the forwards with Nice, DeVos, and Haviland stepping over the boards for the Warriors. Nice still battling, tied up there. Helped DeVos back to Van Winkle. Up to DeVos, can't get it through. Van Winkle in behind the ref, off the boards, clear of the zone. Nice is going after it. Icing's waved off. Nice is going to be the first one to tag up on the offensive zone. Has DeVos and Haviland in front of the net. Tyler Nice still has it. Out to the point. McGowan shoots one in. Right onto the tendy with two Warriors lurking in the crease. No loose rubber to be found, and they're going to have a face-off in the O-zone. Out to the point, McGowan controlling. Shoots one in, right into the trapper. Maize throwing in a softball to him. He just catches it casually and says, let's try this again. Still battling. Casper picks it up. McGowan's got another attempt at it. Shoots a lower one in, blockered down by the goalie off the back of the net. They get a pass through the high slot, come out of the zone, 2-on-2 with the back checkers coming in full force. Take a shot in off Prokop. It came stuck off of his stick and into his mask. Taken away by McGowan, has Nice and Haviland. Gray McGowan skating through. They hold up at the blue line, McGowan coming in. And they whistled down and offside. Two guys had to check up at the blue line and started skating a little bit before McGowan got there. And one more time, we recognize how we go in with the man advantage and don't even get a shot on net. 3-on-2, broken up, offside is the call. Nice, Haviland, DeVos still out there. Nice with the strength to push this one into the offensive zone, off the faceoff, trying to get that backhand across to DeVos. It gets caught up with the goaltender. That's going to count for another shot on net, but not a goal as we're sticking to 1-0 here with 2:41 left to go in the first period. Nice again at the faceoff. Wins that one over to DeVos. There's two players there with him. Kept in at the blue line by Grimberg. DeVos now in a battle along the boards. Out to the point and cleared by the Oilers. Tipped right back up by Grimberg, picked up by the Oilers. Spinning at the blue line, backhand one weak in for Captain to collect. Captain around the far side to Haviland. Out of the zone, Nice chasing. Nice blocking the off. They pulled it into blue line to Boss. Grimberg taps that one in to Haviland, and that one came across the blue line before he could put it back in. Going to change up that line with Foster, Popovic, and Medeo stepping over the boards. Grimberg and Captain still man on the point. Foster winning that one. Back Captain to Grimberg. They decide what to do with it. Grimberg out of the zone, gets a second chance at it, blocked down again. Oilers come in, get a shot, Grimberg blocks that. Final 2 minutes of play here in the first period. Out to the blue line. They're gonna whistle that one down as offside. I don't think anybody touched it in the kerfuffle. And the D coming out now with fresh legs. Kerfuffle, you like that one?
Excellent use of the word kerfuffle.
Devin Foster. Won by Casper, but Foster pushing his man away from the puck. He collects behind his own net, looking to break this one out. Devin up the far side. Can't tip it through his Medeo. Hammered right back in by Casper. Out for the blue line again. Right back in, picked up by Kolcheski, who goes off the boards to Popovic, streaking out of his own zone. Can't stick handle around. Then a player going down, getting tripped up. But Nick Foster working his way in on his backhand. Nick Foster, oh! Just a great move there. The pad of the goalie comes out, keeping it in the blue line. Kolcheski working hard. Putting this one in for Foster. Devin into the corner, through Pop's legs, and out. Now Kolcheski's being chased down into his own end. No icing on this play. Joe Kolcheski spinning, getting the positioning on the player. Out to Popovic, tipping that one to Foster, not through. Collected by the Oilers. Nick Foster on the far side, getting a skate and a stick on it. Oilers keeping it in deep. Devin Foster pushing it around the far side. Popovic trying to clear this one out. Shot from the point, whistles over the crossbar and off the back glass. 40 seconds left to go. The Warriors trapped in their own zone, unable to get this clear of the blue line. Foster to Popovic. He taps that over to Devin Foster, who finds Medeo. Austin Medeo coming in, gets tripped up. No tripping call on the play, puck still loose. Medeo goes after the man instead of the puck there, so we'll call that even. That one gets shot in, it goes wide. Medeo, far side, clapping that in. 7 seconds left to go. Trying to get a shot on net. That one's just going to go into the goalie. You can't hand the goalie his stick.
Can't do that, fellas.
You're not allowed to pick up the goalie's stick and give it back to him, are you? He just told him you can't do that, but it should be a penalty. We're going to give you a warning. A couple shots across the bow first before we take out the full boat. 1-0's the score. Edit properties. And period. Look at this. Matt's looking for a full-time job. You're going to have to back. Sometimes you got to just select all and select all. Backspace. And then you can type it in. Fine for a full-time job. Here's a cameraman that's working it out, making sure the period's changed for all of you viewers across the globe, including Graham and Nancy in Michigan. We know that you're watching. We apologize that there was no commentary for you on Friday morning. We got back on the air. We know you were tuned in Friday night. Hopefully you're well rested here for one and hopefully 2 games today. Taking in some Warriors hockey up in Michigan. We need to get bar service, waitress service out here for that coffee and maraschino cherries that we were looking for. I mean, this Mountain Dew's keeping me energized, but Blanchard, Pullett, and Collier just going to get the start on forward for the Warriors. McGowan and Van Winkle on the point. Blanchard still Lacrosse style at center. Paulin hammering at it. Blanchard comes away with it. Hard off the glass and in. Claire just going to the other side. Ref down on the far blue line. Managed to get up. Claire just out to the point. Van Winkle shoots one that deflects high off the glass behind the net. Oilers trying to get this out. Blanchard doing a good job with Paulin. Keeping that one in. Deep for Claire. Just Dimitri behind the net. Trying to stick handle it in front. Can't get into Paulin. Back to Blanchard. Blanchard keeping it tied up at the point. McGowan dumping it right back in. Claire just behind the net. Has Paulin in. Shot and scores! That's the way to do it. Working hard down deep. Shot comes in. Claire just collects out to Paulin. And no mistakes as he finds 5-hole. Keaton Paulin making it 2-0 early in this second period. Early and often should be the theme for these Warriors. Like I pulled something there in my little victory dance. Should have stretched before this one. These Haviland and DeVos picked up after the face-off by Casper as the Coons continue to rock out here through the play. They shut him off now. Haviland at center gets stood up. They take the puck right away from him and come in the offensive zone. Casper coming in, getting a shot. Glove down by Prokop. Hangs on for a defensive zone draw here. Casper making some changes. Warriors sticking with the lineup we just mentioned. One again and right into Prokop. He covers up for another whistle. We'll do that one more time from the same position here. Only a couple of seconds ticking off the clock. 12:57 to be exact left in this second frame. To the blue line, controlled by Casper. They backhand one in. Two guys sitting in the slot. Taken away and flipped out. Haviland trying to get to it. He's tangled up with the Ployer. Kicks it to the blue line, not clear. Pass Captain for Grimberg on the far side. Grimberg and DeVos up to Nice. Tyler Nice working his way through. He's going to try and split these D. He still has that puck. Nice coming in. So had that puck loose. Couldn't get the shot to go. And here come the Oilers. Up the other way, sending some backhand sauce through center ice. And taken away at the blue line by Haviland. Haviland sending it into center ice. Nice couldn't get to it. Off Haviland's skate, being pestered by DeVos. Controlled by the Oilers with Nice coming back on him. Oilers come through, knocked off his stick. Grimberg pushing into the corner. Nice going after it, takes the man out, and he's going to get a penalty for that. For a hold. I was going to call it a clothesline, but I don't think that's in the ref's manual. We'll call it a hold, and Kyler Nice is going to sit. Warriors going to be shorthanded here for the next 2 minutes. 12:01 left to go in the second period. I mean, he just put his shoulder into it, but he put his arm in there and wrapped it around a little bit.
Old-time hockey.
Old-time hockey. Eddie Short. Tying up is Foster, and then back to Nick Foster on D. He's coming out shorthanded. Nick Foster working his way up all the way down, looking coast to coast, has Popovic in the front. Foster with a couple of attempts at it. He still has it. Foster with another shot. He's in deep, doesn't get the shot off. Back checking in the offensive zone as the D-man is putting some shorthanded pressure on these Oilers. Casper Oilers now coming in, trying to get set up in the offensive zone, stripped away and taken by Kolchevsky. They got a 3-on-2 opportunity here. Popovic tipping that up, and Medeo shorthanded, walking in. Has Pop with him. Medeo gets stoned by the goaltender. Trying to hold that at the blue line, tipped around Kolchevsky. Foster back to help him out. Popovic in behind the play. The Warriors gain the zone. Kolchevsky and sends it right back out. Flipping that one in. Popovic goes after it. Right in front and sends that one dangerously in front of the net. Taken by Nick Foster. He's still got some steam left in that engine. He comes across the blue line and dumps it in wisely as they're doing a successful job on this penalty kill. 11 seconds left to go, and a lot more offensive pressure than defensive efforts on that one. Great work by the penalty killers in gray. Out of the zone to Foster, recognizing that Popovic still offside, putting it back and getting themselves set up as Nice is out of the box. Successful kill there. Claire just off the bench. Coming in. Claire just with the stick handling around, can't make the second move. Tipped away at the blue line. Blanchard into the play. Claire just off the boards. Loose in center. Claire just has it. Dimitri Claire just still has it. Claire just shoots and finds that top corner again. Looking all so familiar all the way in. Dimitri Claire just 3-0 Warriors. Must have been at a wine tasting last night, because I think he knows what top cheddar is all about. Perfectly paired with the 2 earlier goals. It is now 3-0 Warriors, 10:03 left to go. Second period still underway here with the Casper Oilers coming into the offensive zone. Quick shot, Prokop with the save. He drops that one there, and then it's whistled down when Van Winkle goes to pick it up. From Aurora, Grandma and Grandpa Kolchevsky, good to see ya. They've been to the rink a few times too. Prokop with another save. Taking this one in at home. They're gonna make it to the finals maybe if there's an opportunity. Get this house packed. From Michigan to Aurora and to Castlegar, grandparents across the globe and North America especially tuning into this one as Blanchard and is coming in with Kalergis. Looking for another one here. Van Winkle shoots, blocked in front by Casper. Sending this one down. Grimberg's going to get to it in front of the net. Off the boards to the point, tipped. Blanchard knocking it down. Pullen coming through center ice. Pullen using his speed to get around a player. Keaton Pullen shoots. Looking 5-0. Kaler just can't collect the rebound. Captain now spun around, chasing the player out in front of the Wyoming bench. Grimberg still has it. Catches up. Knocks the puck away. Jason Grimberg back the far side. Pullen right up through center. It's taken away by the Casper players. They come in. Prokop dives down on that one, covers up, allowing for some fresh legs to jump over the boards and come down into the defensive end for a faceoff. Warriors looking good so far here, almost halfway through this game. They're leading 3-0, but I do not want to see a foot come off the gas pedal. Haviland doesn't either as he comes through center, puts it around a little bit in front of Nice. Centering it to Haviland, doesn't get through, is swatted away by the goalie, back behind the net. Oilers pick it up. Captain Nice on the back check. Picked up, a block down there again by Nice. Haviland with some time. Stops, flips it to DeVos. He's inside his own blue line, Nice up ahead of him. DeVos trying to gain control of the puck. He's got a little bit of time. Justin across, deflected up into the mesh and out of play. Nice, Haviland, and DeVos staying out there for this offensive draw. Captain and Grimberg on the blue line with them. One back, DeVos off the boards to Grimberg. Right back into DeVos. Stick handles way to the corner. DeVos flips in front. Haviland is loose. Gets a tip off. And it gets completely shoved a couple of times. The words continuing to be spoken as they exchange chocolate chip cookie recipes just outside the crease. Good look there from the corner. Unable to convert, but they're going to make another attempt at it here with another O-zone draw. One by Nice. He controls it with a backhand into the corner. Net with DeVos on the far side. They're forcing it up the boards. Nice to him. It's tipped out to the blue line and clear. Haviland spinning in front of the penalty box, trying to knock this one down. Helped out by DeVos. Nice can't sneak it through. They're pinched up against 2-on-2. Nice trying to come out of the pile with it, and he does. He stick handles around one, pushing it up to the stick of the defenseman. Collected back and shoveled in across the blue line. Controlled by the Oilers. They now work it down the ice and dump it in deep for Grimberg. Grimberg didn't see the player coming up to him. Captain coming to help him out, picks this one up, skating behind his own net. Brandon Captain has Haviland way up. He sees Nice up ahead of him, and here comes Nice with the stick handling, moves into the slot, shot and goal! Wow, with the nice stretch pass, and then a pass, and then a goal. It's like it should be drawn up like that every time. Pass, goal, 4-0 Warriors. Liking what I'm seeing here. Some positivity for next week's video sessions, absolutely. Popovic wants in on that action as he passes it up to Medeo at the blue line. Medeo gets knocked down. He's still fighting from his backside. Tipping this one in deep, and Foster going after it. Through the legs of Devin Foster, collected by Medeo. Austin back out to the point. Held in at the blue line by Kolcheski, who fires one in, sending it just wide of the net. Devin Foster in deep, skating his way to the corner. Taps it to Medeo. Foster still working hard, keeping this one in. Excellent offensive pressure here on the forecheck by Devin Foster, as now they're getting violent on him. Getting a little bit frustrated, but he does his job. Over to Medeo now, backhand pass to Popovic. Sneaks out to the point, Kolcheski across to Foster. Feeding it up to Devin again. Can't center it. Devin Foster going to work again in the corner. Gets knocked down into the corner, centering out front, past Medeo, back to Foster. Kolcheski now skating in from the blue line. Working his way in deep, Joey Kolcheski gets a sharp angle shot that's into the glove of the attendee. Whistled down. Excellent work by this Warriors squad as they have the Casper Oilers pinched down deep in their own end. .6:02 left to go here in the second period. A little under halfway to go. Paulin out to the point. Van Winkle shoots one that's deflected high off the glass. Claire just has it bounce over his stick. He backhands it back to himself and then finds McGowan to the point. Looking in, Graham McGowan shoots it in. The goalie saw that one all the way. Holds the glove out right in front of him, gives it a little head shake for some confidence, and he's going to have another face-off to stare down in his end. Coach is talking to the dean, Coach McGowan there, saying, hey, let's lower those shots down. Now, there's no point in putting him at his head. Keep him knee height, we could get a deflection. Paulin is draping all over him, gets away with one there, I believe. Kalergis can't stick handle through, taken away by the Oilers. They're working their way up 3-on-3 through center ice. That's offside. As he went offside, then came back onside, and then he did the hokey pokey and he turned himself around, but the ref is going to blow it down one way, and that is an offside call. Blanchard winning it to Kalergis, muscling his way through. Dimitri Kalergis still has it, Paulin right behind him. Flipping it around was Paulin, over to Blanchard. All the way up to the far side, Van Winkle racing to keep it in. Spinning it around the net, over for Blanchard again. That's one way to go D to D as McGowan sending pass in, Paulin flipping it up. Goalie kicks it to the side, back over to McGowan. Shoots another one a little bit lower, that's off the skate of the defenseman. McGowan with another chance at it here, just flipping it off the boards for Blanchard. To Paulin, backhand bounces through the crease and over to the side. Claire just working his way over. And Blanchard now helping him out. It does come across the blue line. Paulin back at center ice on the back check collecting. Now Keaton Paul's chasing it up through center ice. Over to the D, off the glass and in deep. Van Winkle collecting in his own end. Skating through a couple of players. Harper Van Winkle making the pass up. 4-on-1 opportunity. How many passes and a goal here? Blanchard skates through another 3-on-1 with no shot on net. Casper taking this one out. Now 2-on-2 the opposite direction. Paulin with a tired back check coming out. And there's gonna be a penalty behind the play for Blanchard's gonna go see the box. I wasn't watching what was happening behind the play, but I wasn't even paying attention to what symbol the ref gave, but it's gonna be a power play opportunity here for the Houston Oilers. Houston Oilers? Edmonton Oilers, Houston Oilers, and Casper Oilers. Why would I say Houston Oilers on anything? Wow, where is my mind at right now? Neese and Haviland on the penalty kill for your forwards here. Neese clears that out of the zone. Haviland putting a little bit of forecheck pressure on. They kick it out to center. Neese backhands it down and then flips it clear and down for Haviland to chase again. Haviland knocking it down at the blue line. He had time with it, just turns and sends it in onto the goalie, who's now going to hang on to it as Neese chases it in. Haviland stops for a minute and thinks, hey, maybe next time I can skate it in a little bit further when there's nobody around me. Either way, killing off another one here. Haviland clean back out to the point. Grimberg shooting it in. Haviland with the tip. And he gets hung up. Swings at it from the ground, and Neese now back checking through center ice. They're coming in 2-on-2. Brown Grimberg looking for a shot, takes one. Saved by Prokop. Grimberg up to center, can't get it to Captain. Knocked down, another shot in front, pad save by Prokop. Over to Neese. Hammers that one all the way down the ice. That's an okay icing to take, as there's 32 seconds left to kill off this penalty, and the Warriors are doing a fabulous job in my mind. PK unit number 2 coming out now. Kolchevsky and Foster on D, DeVos and Kalergis up front. Kalergis is going to take this draw. They got 31 seconds left to kill off this penalty. 3:03 left to go in the second period. Turned and racing out. To center, DeVos trying to find Kalergis. Taken away by the Oilers. Good back check there. Again, turned around on the blue line. Oilers coming in down the left side. Kolchevsky pushing. Man center, it's underneath. And loose puck, couldn't control it. Power play goal for the Oilers, and they're not out of this one. It's 4-1, 2:43 left to go here in the second period. Medeo, Popovic, and Foster. Kolchevsky and Foster on D. Clean win, back to Nick Foster. Tipping that one ahead to Medeo. Medeo battling his way into the corner, centering, pass through the crease, out to the other side. Kolchevsky stepping in, hammering that one back in deep. Medeo behind the net, putting the pressure along with Foster over to the far side. Casper can't get this one out of their own end, as Popovic and Devin Foster continue to dig. Popovic with the tie up there. Kolchevsky spins it back between his legs, fighting in front of his own bench. Devin Foster with a backhand attempt. Now picked up. Kolchevsky working deep in. Devin Foster stick handling his way through. Has Medeo across, and oh my goodness. Wow, great pass there. Couldn't convert. Turned Foster with the open net. And misses 3 inches to the wrong side of that one. Popovic stops, takes a shot, blocked in front, back out to Nick Foster. Through the legs of the defenseman, into the corner. Devin Foster knocking it down off the boards. Minute 35 left to go here. Devin Foster in there with Popovic. The Oilers out to the point. Nick tips it around the player, diving for it. Back to Devin, backhand in front through the legs of Medeo. Nick Foster in deep, Devin in front. Nick centering pass to Popovic, shoots the second, the third, and they can't find the back of the twine. Devin Foster behind the net. Another pass off the goalie's pad. Oilers to the blue line. Kolchevsky holding it in, keeping the pressure on. Final minute of play. Kolchevsky's shot's blocked. He turns, gets that one out past his skates. The Warriors with all kinds of pressure and opportunity there and couldn't find the back of the net. Medeo now getting tangled up. They come in, get another shot off the toe of Prokop. Comes out and kicks that one aside. Off the ref, back centering. Kolchevsky clearing the zone to Blanchard. He's out there coming in 1-on-2 now. Brady Blanchard skating around as his teammates changing up. They get away with too many men on the ice there, I think, but Claire just takes his man down, and then there's an elbow coming up on Paulin as he gets knocked down. Claire just trying to return the favor. They put it up off the boards, and now the Oilers skating down the ice. 3-on-2, tipped away. The blue line by Van Winkle. They get onside, kicking that one in deep off McGowan's stick. Van Winkle collecting off the boards to Blanchard. Not out at the blue line. They misfire on a shot, and then it's sent out of the zone. Seconds wind down here. Buzzer sounds. Period 2 is over. Scores 4-1 in favor of your Warriors. A big third period coming up to see who's going to be playing in the finals this afternoon. Third period action coming up on your screen in your living rooms, and it's all taken care of. Matt doing a wonderful job behind the camera. I was talking about putting up some Halloween decorations yesterday, and it is so fitting that Halloween is coming up because today is National Black Cat Day. Believe it or not, call it unlucky or not, don't let one cross your path. But Halloween's coming up. Black cats are a symbol of that. And it just so happens that today is National Black Cat Day. If you've got a black cat, give it a high five. If you don't, well, don't give it a high five. Either way, it's up to you. Blanchard, Paulin, and Calais just to start this one. Van Winkle and McGowan up there talking to their forwards as they're going to be the D-man on the blue line when this puck is dropped at center ice to start the third period. 14 minutes on the clock. 5-on-5 hockey. Oilers trying to get fired up from the bench. Paulin picks it up off the faceoff. Gets stood up, couldn't put it through. Calais just the point. Van Winkle shoots one in. Blocked down, Paulin going after it. Bumping and grinding, Paulin comes out with it, gets a shot towards the net, blocked again, gets another one, that one goes all the way through, just kicking it wide of the net, off the boards, backhanded clear of the zone, controlled by Van Winkle, backhand drop to Kalergis, who brings it back inside of his own end. Kalergis losing it in front, oh, Van Winkle with the amazing dive there as they are trapped back in their own zone, and now Blanchard. They're coming through. Blanchard, Paulin, and Kalergis. Blanchard hanging on to this one. Gets bumped off the puck. Paulin going after it. He picks it up in the corner. Blanchard still after it. Now taken by the Casper Oilers. Coming through center ice. Getting a stick on that. Big rebound coming out. Picked up there by Grimberger. He hammers that one up to the point. Not clear. Paulin off the boards. To the blue line. Now Blanchard's got an opportunity. If he can get on his horse. Blanchard spins. Has Kalergis with him. Takes the shot and just misses the net. Good effort there, Brady Blanchard. And getting it over to Kalergis. He knocks that one back behind the net as somebody's skating off the ice. So for a change, it goes past Grimberg. Take it away. Oilers come in, can't get a shot off. Kicked out of the zone. Paulin racing up for it. Putting the pressure on as they go D to D in their own zone, trying to come up the other way. Kick it through, sending it all the way down the ice. And is up for icing, but it is definitely going to get there. 12:08 left to go here. The Warriors a little bit sloppy here to start this third period. Hopefully they can clean that action up as they've got a lot of hockey left to play in this one. They're only up 4-1. I've seen 3 goal leads disappear. Around for DeVos. Kick back into Haviland. He has it bouncing. Backhand attempt into Nice. Now Haviland with the forehand shuffle. He has it back into DeVos in the corner. Voss centering it, goes all the way up to Casper, and the Oilers send it down. Wave off icing. Why would they wave off icing on that one? Grimberg backhands it over. Captain's got to go get it. Put to Kyler Nice at center ice. Haviland leaves it there for Nice, who finally knocks it out to DeVos. As the Warriors continue to try and be cute with this puck, and it's not working out in their favor. Nice trying to backhand that one across again to DeVos. Not getting it through traffic, out to the blue line. Van Winkle keeping it in. It's bouncing around at the hash marks, controlled by the Oilers. They backhand it out. Kolchevsky now going down for it. Icing waved off again. Kolchevsky forced up against the boards. The Oilers player pinching it up with Captain and Haviland shoving against there. Add another couple more players to this scrum. Pushing and shoving, a couple of swipes. They're going to probably give them both penalties. I would. I'd send them both right now just to send a message. They're not going to give either of them. What's the tap on the head mean? Doesn't that mean like a misconduct or something? He's doing his flamingo impression. My wife told me to stop doing flamingo impressions. I had to put my foot down. At the blue line, Popovic now on the back check. A big play there by Medeo as he's continuing on his backhand, working his way in, gets tangled up with the rest. Medeo trying to shovel it across the Foster. Can't get it all the way through. The Oilers behind there and end. Shot in by Nick Foster. Didn't get everything he wanted on it, but he picks it back up and Nick can't get through. Back out, Devin with the shot, deflected up off the glass behind the net. Controlled by the Warriors as Popovic is back there with Foster pestering. Foster centering another shot in, puck still loose. Out to the blue line. Van Winkle hanging on to it, making the pass into Devin Foster. Devin behind the net. Medeo gets knocked in hard for that. Devin now chasing it down, Popovic on the back check as the Oilers try and come in, taken away by Medeo. They're making changes. Medeo's coming in 1-on-3, skating through. Popovic trailing, trying to help him out, but it kicks back out to center ice, and Kolchevsky's there to pick it up. Back to Popovic, ending it to Blanchard up the bench, controlling it back out to the point. Nick Foster can't hang on to the rubber. Maybe is that what the wax is for on the sticks? Maybe we need some more of that. He's still battling in behind. The puck's loose, can't tap it through. It sneaks out to the other side of the crease, unable to find it was Just Kolchevsky keeping it in. Kick out to center ice again. Blanchard gives it to Kolchevsky. He's got a streaking Paulin. Back to Kolchevsky, kipping it to Blanchard. Blanchard with a backhand to center. Just tipping it through. Now the Oilers walking in. Shot blocked by Kolchevsky. Getting in front of those pucks. He's down, trying to block another one from his knees with his face. It goes around and wide. In front, shot wide of the net. Oilers with the pressure now as they're looking to come within another goal. They're trailing 4-1 here. 8:44 left to go in the game, and Claire just takes it away. Over to the far side to Blanchard. Blanchard skating through, hanging on the blue line. Stick handles drop for Paulin at just inside the blue line, and just what we need to do is get this puck in deep and keep it in deep right now. There's been some fancy moves on both sides of the ice here, and I would prefer to just see a dump and chase kind of mentality. But what do I know? Kalergis is going to take it away. Reverse hit there by Kalergis as he centers that one off the goalie's stick, picked up by the Oilers. Casper Oilers coming across that Littleton Hawks logo here at Edge Ice Arena. Shoot that one in, and a blocker saved by Prokop. Van Winkle in his own end. All the way up, looking for Kalergis, who is tucked in behind the D. Making changes, and the Oilers stick handle their way in. Back check there by Paulin. Clear to the zone. Haviland to Nice. One-on-one situation developing here. Kyler Nice coming in. Comes around, shoots, looking for that top corner that's happened a couple of times already today. Goalie getting a piece of it. Haviland looking to center. It's taken away. He's with the player behind the net. Back out to Van Winkle at the point. Weak shot coming in. Goalie tipped. It's up over his shoulder. Puck is still loose, and Haviland buries the rebound. Digging his way in there. Not giving up on the play. Making it now a 5-1 hockey game as the Warriors... I don't even know what the Warriors were doing, but they managed to put another one in the back of the net. Working on their trick plays here in center ice is kind of making me a little bit nervous as we're working our way through this third period. A 4-goal lead is comfortable, but not like the back seat of a 66 Lincoln comfortable. We need a little bit more here. Run time with 4 minutes left with 4-goal advantage, I guess. They come in, shot blocked by Grimberg. Behind the net. Grimberg to Haviland. Can't get that one out with a weak attempt. Tangled up in front of the net was Grimberg. He chases it into the corner. Out to Nice, can't get it up to DeVos. Oilers still pinching. Centering in the slot in front. A weak shot, steered aside by Prokop. Bouncing that one out of the zone, chasing it down now. DeVos going after it into Oilers territory. Icing's waved off all around the far side to Haviland. Left at the blue line there, coming in was Captain. He still has it. Captain 4-on-1, shoots. Finds the side of the net. Working his way in from the blue line. Sending this one home, 6-1 hockey game with a 6:27 runtime clock. I'm not going to get too confident, but I am going to say that we're going to be playing at 3:15 if we win this game right back here on this same rink. So you're going to have a couple of hours to get out there and finish shoveling your driveway or reshingling your roof or whatever it is you're doing. Seal hunting up in none of it. Somebody in Moose Jaw? We got viewers in Moose Jaw. Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan, eh? Coming in offside. 6-1 hockey game. Let's see if the Warriors are going to have it in them this afternoon. We're going to be taking on that Foothills Flyers team that everybody who watched on Thursday, they outshot us 55-4. 55-4, yes. And I'm not making this up. I know I make a lot of things up, but we're going to have to do some digging if we're going to have a chance against that team. They shut us out 3-0. We don't want that happening again this afternoon. Still working their way in here, though, as Popovic's in front of the net. Foster turns, shoots. That one's blocked in front, kicked into the corner. Medeo taking some abuse. So is Popovic, as he turns and takes a swing at the guy because he's not happy. Centering pass and cleared out of the zone. Bouncing all the way down. It doesn't matter if it's icing or not. The clock's going to continue to run. Foster's back to touch up on it. Foster jumps over the stick, but all the way out of the zone. Medeo unable to reach it. Casper Oilers at center, taken away by Popovic. Loses it in his skates, then flips it up for Devin Foster. Devin coming in, takes a shot. That was a rolling puck that was sent wide. Everybody piling up in the corner. Popovic from his knees, pass over to Foster. Job there, Popovic taking his man out. Mateo looking for a big hit. He slams himself into the boards. Back into the Casper Oilers end. Both teams sensing that this one's over, I think. His play is slowed right down. But it's still happening. It's called Chesky takes a swipe at it. He's in the corner now fighting against a couple of Oilers. Out of there comes Paulin with it. Keaton Paulin has Brady Blanchard with him. Paulin taking this one wide. He gets shoved into the boards, continues his efforts down, ducks a hit there. Blanchard behind the net. Can't center it to Kalergis, and net is off its moorings. We're going to straighten that out. 3:48 left to go here. 6-1 hockey game. I like what I've seen from the Warriors, but I hate to say it, we're going to need a little bit more this afternoon.
A good lunch, take a nap.
Lunch and a nap. We don't have much time in between here. 12:27 off the ice, up at 1. Got an hour to go down. Is it Three Pigs Barbecue? Is that the place? Something like that?
Smiling Pig?
Smiling Pig. Happy Pigs. Happy Three Little Smiling Pigs Barbecue. I think I might venture over there. It's one of my favorite spots when you got some time to kill over here in the King Carroll area. or Littleton or wherever we are at Edge Ice Arena. Holland avoiding some contact there as the puck rolls deep into the Oilers zone. Oilers out of the reach of McGowan. Ways off icing. McGowan's going to let the Oilers player get to it. Comes in, gets his stick up, but the Oilers have it. Try to tap that one through. Pick back up, and McGowan takes it away before Prokop covers it up. Claire just on the far side. Has some time, feeding it up and inside the zone. He's going to put himself offside there as Pollard was looking to be behind the defenseman. Good look for a stretch pass. Need to see some of that action this afternoon too. Get those defensemen confused. They got those big boys that can skate on that Foothills team. Nice to DeVos. 2:16 to go. Running clock of the Oilers trying to get another one here as they come through center ice. Taken away by Nice. Haviland trying to tip it up to himself. He gets it back, feeds it over to the side for DeVos. Nice is going to get there. Nice backhand centering attempt. Flip back into the corner. DeVos pinched up against the boards, knocks his player down. DeVos flipping it back into the corner again. Final 2 minutes to play here. Reverse hit. DeVos is getting physically abused in the ear. Haviland and Nice with him. It comes out. Warriors and the Oilers getting a little bit heated late in this one. Stick lip by DeVos. Working away around. Captain taking the player off the puck with the body. Back to Captain. Up to Haviland. He's got Nice way up ahead of him. Tipped down by the defense. Over to Captain. Skating through center ice. Brandon Captain hanging on to this one. Looking for his second of the game as he works his way right down into the right wing. On his backhand centering attempt, picked off by the defense. Tipped down in front, back to Captain. Takes a shot, blocked in front. Stolen away by the Oilers. Haviland coming back. Can't get that one. Nice does. Then he gets it back to Haviland. Who's working his way up? Kai Haviland coming across the blue line. Decides to leave the puck there for Nice, and then he falls on top of it. Nice going through. Bold strategy, Cotton. We'll see if it works. Knocked down the boss. Keeping this one deep. 35 seconds left to wind down off of this game, and we'll see everybody back here at 3:15 this afternoon, where your Warriors will be taking on the Foothill Flyers for the Foothill Flyers Fright Fest Championship banner. Bachbick has that one knocked down. Grimberg sends it off the boards and out. Foster dodging the hit and then getting involved in the next one. Popovic swinging it, putting it behind Medeo, who spins it back to himself. Austin Medeo looking for some action as he works his way into the Oilers zone. And the buzzer sounds. The game is over, but the day is not. We're gonna go get some lunch, take a nap, and see everybody back here at 3:15 Mountain Standard Time as your Warriors are heading to the championship against the Foothill Flyers. It's been a lot of fun. I hope to see everybody and more back for this afternoon's game. I'm gonna rest my voice and perhaps lubricate my throat with a little bit of a beverage in between to make sure I have the lungs for you this afternoon. Until then, thanks Matt for running camera, and on behalf of everybody here at the OTT Sports Network, I'm Harry Haviland signing out.